The media often focuses on bad news, but the heart of the Christian faith is about the good news of Jesus Christ.
Today we're visiting Shire's Head to find out more about our diocesan commitment to being witnesses to Jesus Christ.
Our diocesan vision encourages us to share the good news of Jesus with others.
Which leads us to the question, what is the good news?
The best way of answering this question is to look at the cross. Here in the old graveyard at Shire's Head stands this stone cross. The 4 parts of the cross help to illustrate the good news.
Firstly, God created us and loves us.
Secondly, all of humanity, all of us, have turned our back on God, and that's separated us from God's love.
Jesus' act of self-giving love on the cross overcomes that separation from God.
Through Jesus, we're able to enter into a loving relationship with God.
The cross demonstrates God's passionate concern for the world. There is the bad news of humanity's rejection of God, killing the innocent Son of God. But the good news is, of course, how much God has shown his love for us, how much he is for us. Each person who is a disciple of Jesus Christ has their own story of their journey into faith.
A story of Jesus and what he means for us today.
It's a story which will be different for each one of us.
It might be a gradual story developing over many years.
Or a key moment when faith came alive for us.
Or perhaps we had a faith in our youth that then lapsed and then came alive for us later on in life.
As we think about being witnesses for Jesus Christ, sharing in a relaxed, helpful and natural way the story of our journey of faith is a great way of telling the good news of Jesus.
For many people, hearing the difference that Jesus makes in the life of another person raises all sorts of questions. Questions about life, its meaning, its purpose. Questions about what do I believe, what's important to me, and who is this Jesus?
Running inquirers courses like Christianity Explored, Alpha, Start, or perhaps Pilgrim, or even writing your own short course are great ways of helping people explore the Christian faith. We'd encourage churches to regularly run an inquirers course at least once a year to help people discover Jesus.
Being a witness to Jesus Christ isn't just about words. It's about our actions, our attitudes, indeed about the whole of our lives. The church is called to live out the good news. It's called to get involved, indeed to get our hands dirty.
It might mean getting involved in a social action project in your area, like supporting a food bank, or getting involved in a local community group.
In session 2, we looked at transforming communities. In what ways can the church be good news to those who it's called to serve? You might like to be involved in a project that helps to care for the local environment, or help to develop relations with those of other faiths.
There are many ways of being a witness to Jesus Christ. Perhaps you could think of 2 or 3 ways in which you could help transform your community.
For many people, baptism marks the beginning of a journey of faith.
As families contact us for baptism, it's important that we offer thorough and accessible baptism preparation. Baptism can be a key moment where families come into contact with the Christian Church and the good news of Jesus Christ.
We have an immense privilege and responsibility to give baptism contacts the opportunity to explore the Christian faith and to understand the promises and commitments that they are making. This church has been here for over 125 years.
The media often tell us bad news stories of congregations shrinking and churches closing.
Our Diocesan Vision contains the ambitious target of renewing or planting 50 new strategic congregations.
This may mean church planting in new housing areas, starting up new congregations within an existing church building, maybe creating fresh expressions of church, or a wide range of other possibilities.
Jesus calls us to be his witnesses in Jerusalem, Judea, Samaria and to the ends of the earth. It's an amazing call and privilege to be and to share the good news with others.
It's time for you to talk in your groups about how you can be witnesses to Jesus Christ.